All right, folks, how we doing? We are back. Just gonna be me and AB today. B-Turn is currently at the Big 12 tournament watching a legendary game of Kansas State Wildcats versus BYU, which still blows my mind that BYU is playing Tuesday night in the Big 12 tournament. But yes, shout out, subscribe. Glorious B-Turn, as I said, at the Big 12 tournament. He just took down some mac and cheese. What was the KU one called?
Big J loaded mac and cheese or something.
Yes, he
something
just devoured a Big J mac and cheese. We got to get him. We got to get him to go live with us and eat another dish. But I don't know. I think this. No, there's another game. Colorado plays coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Our opponent on Thursday night plays.
Who's that? Oklahoma State?
Or Colorado. Whichever one you think's beating TCU.
Did we receive I don't know if I saw that. I will check Facebook. Okay.
First time in a while.
It's been a while since we've recorded. I mean, I don't even remember the last time we recorded. I think we lost. We haven't talked since we lost to Arizona State, right?
No, I think it was before Arizona, which was Houston, after Houston.
Yeah, that's a classic move by us to lose two straight and just completely disappear. But actually, I had an excuse.
To be fair, yeah, you were gone, and Braden and I are never going to do this, just us two.
Yeah. Well, obviously, wild week, that Arizona State game, and I don't want to spend a ton of time on it because I'm sure it's been rehashed, but that was a pretty, I would say, one of the more insane losses we've had of the Bill Self era, which I feels like we've said that a lot the last few years. But yes, Nick, we will talk about the cyber court. It's kind of growing on me. It's growing on me a little bit. It's kind of cool. I mean, is it going to probably hurt some people? Probably. But it's kind of cool. Did you see the glass shatter when the guys dunk?
Yeah, I thought that was really dumb, if we're being honest. I really did. If they did it, and they would never be able to time it up because it would just someone would miss a dunk and it looked stupid. But it was, I mean, seconds after it went in, and it just, I don't know. But I've been really negative about it in general since they started teasing an announcement of something. And there were those two guys, I don't know if it was a podcast or something on like Big 12 Network or something. They're like, we've been told what this is, and trust me, we're not just blowing smoke. This is a huge deal, a game changer.
I thought it was. I literally thought the Big 12 tournament was moving to Vegas, and I was like so mad about it.
I thought the winning team would collect like $1 million each or something in NIL.
Yeah,
but it's court that's going to hurt someone.
Hey, ridiculous. But it lights up. It lights up. What does the 3-point line do? I haven't even watched enough games to see all the features of it. Like, did I read that it lights up when someone makes a three, or what? I don't know. Either way, yeah, weird move. It's just one of those changes that it's like, did we need that? I don't know. But hey, it'll be fun until someone does get hurt. And I think I saw a comment from, where did Foggy? Yeah. All the quotes about it from media were just like, they weren't coming out and being like, yeah, we hate the court, but it was nobody was like, oh, this court's awesome. It was all just like, yeah, it's really slick. Melvin compared it to playing at Rucker Park or whatever. So,
sure. I haven't seen any of the players' comments, but I know Bill's commented a couple times about how the texture, what word did he use? The traction is different. And it's had my brain in a tizzy a lot of today, to be honest. Is this a good time to bring it up, or do we want to start with actual games?
I mean, we can. Nick told us to talk about the court, so I'm ready to talk about the court because I do have takes. And I mean, the gray. I don't like the gray. Like that's the court we're going with.
And the seams are crazy. It looks like they're playing on a wrestling mat.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know. No offense to anyone that did a remodel in their home in the last like 10 years, but like there was a stretch where all home remodels were just everything was gray, like the cabinets, the carpet, the paint, everything was gray, and that's how this court feels. Like it feels like a 2015 home remodel, and I don't know. I wish it was I don't know. Like, why don't they switch it up every game? You have a glass court.
Yeah, what's the point of having all the home teams like court designs built into this if you're not going to use any of them? Because that was almost my assumption.
Yeah,
was that like whoever was the hosting team would be able to have the home court design.
Or like make it some cool dual design. I don't know. Like it's so weird. All they do is use it for like social media, I feel like. Now, I'm sure in the crowd it's sick. I saw them doing like some highlights on it and stuff like that. But we also have a video board that I'm sure would do the job it needs.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's just kind of weird that we're going with the same court every single game. What would also be sick, and maybe they'll do it. I don't know. I don't know if the women's did it at all, but like, you remember the old NBA Finals half court?
Yeah.
Like they had the big trophy. Like I want to see something like that for the title game or something. I don't know. It's
gonna get. I haven't really dove into the Big 12 tournament yet, but I would imagine it's gonna get pretty silly. But no, I had a thought, and I want you to talk me off a ledge here. And I'll preface this by saying I think that Peterson's shenanigans are over with. Mm-hmm. Is there a chance that Self or the staff limits him a little bit with all these comments? Are they hinting at anything? Because 3 games in 3 days is already something that had me thinking, like, what are we going to see here? That's the only thing that's holding me back from really predicting at least like a championship game run. Like, are we worried that obviously someone could get hurt based on the comments they're making, that the traction ain't great and this and that. But is there any chance that we play like we hold some guys back a little bit because the big tourney's just next week, and if someone pulls a hammy or sprains an ankle, like that's not something you want to be messing with going into the real one?
I really don't feel like that. I mean, in past years, I would maybe say yes, but I truly think Self feels like this team needs every minute of action playing together as ever. Like this team, you started to see flashes of it, I guess, on Saturday, but it was also K-State. So it's like, how much can you take away from it? But it was nice to see Melvin and DP both putting up, going out and hunting their own shot instead of one. Like Melvin would just disappear when DP was out there. So, and Trey obviously looked good too. So I do not think we have time. I don't think we are in the position where we can rest. I think getting the double bye was huge. I mean, 3 nights in a row is not that crazy. We did it in Vegas at the beginning of the year. So I would be very disappointed if we do it. Did we not, or did we skip a night?
He didn't, but
well, yeah, but
I know. And again, I'm not. I wouldn't even be saying like I don't think this is similar to what I thought earlier in the year, where I was like, he's being soft. This is ridiculous. Like, just tough it out. I think it would be like I'd be able to at least be convinced that it was a smart play if they did something like that based on everything that's come out. But
I'll be so pissed if they do that.
I think I'm probably just scarred from how the first 4 months have gone. Is really 100%. Where most of it's coming from. So,
yeah, and like it is kind of just that feeling of waiting for the next bad thing to happen. But I don't know. I loved his response to, I don't know who asked the question, but they were like, "How did it feel to get extended minutes?" Like, Darren Peterson has now almost played like 3 weeks in a row of 30 plus minutes. Like he
hasn't pulled out since Okie State, has he?
Yeah. So I think that was 3 weeks ago. I mean, it could be very wrong on that, but
no, I think that's right. Arizona trip, then Houston the week before.
Yeah. And so I don't know. I just thought it was like, I get it. It's a narrative. It's not going to really go away, but that to me should not be the storyline right now. Like he's played 30 plus minutes. He's not hurt. So until he shows that he is hurt again, I don't really see the point in like asking him about it too often, like acting like him playing 30 minutes the other night was something out of the ordinary because he'd now done it 3 straight games or 4 straight games or whatever.
That is the best he's looked, though. I will absolutely say that in all facets. Like, because what was the stat? Was he averaging 1 assist over the last handful of weeks, or was it 1 assist total over the last like 8 games?
I want to say he had like 1 assist total.
Yeah. Either way, crazy. But I think he had 6 on Saturday. Like, he looked like he was moving around real well, and most of the scoring wasn't really coming from the outside. Like, he was attacking, and he just looked more athletic. So that gave me some confidence. I will note, it's been on my mind today. A week ago, we were done with this team. They were asked. We thought they were the worst, and we were like starting to really, really think about who's going to be coaching next year. All we did was beat K-State at home on senior night, and we're all the way brought back in. So I do think it's, for me at least, it's Darren looks like what we thought he was, and we finally really fully saw it.
But and I have some takes of like, okay, obviously that Arizona State game, I was in full meltdown mode, as anyone would be. I couldn't stand to lose to not only a bad Arizona State team, but just like a completely fired coach. Like they weren't even playing for anything. They were beyond playing for their coach to like try and save his job. Coach shows up in a hoodie. He looks like he's been lounging on the couch all day. Like can't even throw on a quarter zip, coach. Like, I don't know. I was just so triggered that we could not find a way to win that game. But then I sat back. I thought about it a little more. That was just a really stupid game. Like that was just like, obviously no excuse. You can't lose that game. But like the Doug Sermon show, Doug Sermon's just totally takes over that game in the first half. The worst to ever do it. Jacques Vaughn gets technical foul, which, by the way, I was watching in a bar in Dallas, so I could like not see very well. But like, was Jacques' technical very warranted?
I have a story to tell you about that. There were about 2 minutes left in the first half, and we went down 20. I looked at Molly and I said, "We're gonna knock out an episode of Wheel of Fortune real quick." So I actually missed the Jacques Vaughn technical because I was so upset with how things were unfolding, and I tuned back in right after halftime and whatever. Well, I agree, it was very dumb. Like, what was it? The first time we've lost in the self era when a team shot like 30% or worse, whatever they shot. Yeah, I mean, that game just didn't make any sense. But it was everything the last few years that has really driven us nuts. Is just the lack of offense. And it was all of that into one showing, and it just hadn't.
Yes. And 100%, I agree. Like, I'm with Nick. I'm just that's what I've told myself. That game was stupid. Darren Peterson shot 2 of 20 from the field or whatever it was, which was outrageous. Like, that was just a weird game. Vibes were off, and you move on. We're on to Seattle, as Belichick would say.
Seattle.
So that's pretty good.
I've watched that video so many times. Seattle.
Okay, so enough about Arizona State. Obviously, yes. Okay, you already brought it up. We turn around, and I mean, it was the perfect time to play Kansas State because the Hawks are not losing 2 straight in that like week. You know that K-State stinks. I mean, by the way, I don't want to go down a K-State rabbit hole, but the dynamic that their interim head coach keeps like supporting the fired head coach who's currently in the middle of a lawsuit with the university that employs this interim head coach. Like, it's just such a mess. Like, this whole thing couldn't have been handled worse by that whole program, but very funny. So in classic Kansas fashion, we look incredible at Allen Fieldhouse. Vibes were strong, and they always are at senior night. Melvin's, one of the more memorable senior speeches ever. Darren Peterson looks extra happy, like he's just having a great time. He looks good. And I don't know. I think it was – I don't think we, like, found something in that game necessarily, but I think it just kind of showed me that this is a fun team. It's a team that still has the number 1 draft pick.
Maybe.
And I still think he's going to go 1. And they don't have to play any more road games. They're done playing road games. And on neutral floor games, they're pretty dang good. So, and 3 of those neutral floor games potentially are in Kansas City. So, I don't know. Do I think they're going to win a national title? No. But I really want them to get into a 3 seed, get up to that 3 line, and I will be intrigued. I will have my hopes up, but that's obviously going to be really tough. So I don't know. What are your thoughts on this team as we head into the tournament, Big 12 tournament?
I don't even know, man. I've never been so confused on my feelings towards a team or expectations toward a team. Like, I think they could lose in a 4-13 or a 5-12 if things don't go right. I could think they could literally win a championship if Darren Peterson takes over and plays like he can. I don't know. I genuinely, that's a bad answer to your question that you just built up for 90 seconds, but I truly don't know how to answer it.
Yeah. I mean, it's fair. It is tough. And
I would like the 3, though. That's where I'm at. Like, if we want to actually have a chance, unless Dukes are 1 and they've got some injuries, they're a little banged up.
I was going to throw that out. And the other thing I was going to say about this team, and not even this team, but college basketball as a whole, is like, we know this, but we've talked about this before. We talked about it in 2022. Like, luck has to go your way in college basketball a lot. The bracket has to break your way. And I think this last week was a perfect example. We lose to Arizona State. We should have blown getting the double bye, or I'm sorry, getting the 3 seed. Should have blown that. And Texas Tech manages to go 0 for 2 on the week to still allow us to get that. And now we have the 3 seed and a much more realistic path to winning the Big 12 tournament. And so it's like, I don't know, like I'm starting to, I kind of have these vibes that if just a couple things go our way, maybe it is getting Duke as a 1 seed with Caleb Foster out. I'm not sure that would matter, but we would definitely talk ourselves into it.
Oh man. I'd have to come back to Kansas City and watch with you.
Dude, like, wouldn't you say, I mean, me and you were being dramatic during that BYU Texas Tech game Saturday night.
I don't know that I was.
I felt like it was so important we got the 3 seed in the Big 12 tournament. And now that we do, I'm talking myself into some things I probably shouldn't be talking myself into. So, like, do you want to share what you were saying to the listeners?
Do you want me to read my exact text?
Yeah.
Was that in the Ain't No Seats group? Or, oh, yes, Daddy.
That was Ain't No Seats, I think. Man, yes, our 2 group chats are Ain't No Seats and Oh, Yes, Daddy, for those of you that are wondering.
Quote, the final 12 minutes is the difference between our Big 12 tourney ending by 2 p.m. on Thursday versus us playing in the championship Saturday. Sounds dramatic. Promise it's not. Probably the difference in us losing Saturday, Sunday, first weekend, or making a second weekend, too. Changes how we'll view DP's entire career at Kansas. Changes who our coach will be next season. Come on, you non-caffeine, multiple wives fucks.
Wow.
My exact text.
Yeah. And I don't think you were very wrong about it, because I think your overall point was this team having to play Iowa State at 11:30 on Thursday morning, fresh off Iowa State winning the day before. You know, all the Iowa State fans are there for their big trip of the year. And it would have been we would have been dogs by probably 3.5, 4 points, I would bet. And it just felt like, God, this would suck, man. The Big 12 tournament is over barely after lunchtime Thursday. Still could. I mean, we could still lose Thursday, but
at least we'd have the whole day to, watch and enjoy the environment.
Yeah. But the other thing is, like, if we do lose Thursday at 11:30 in the morning, we lock in a 4. We're probably flirting with a 5 seed at that point, because you lose 5 of 8 to end the year. Like, I think you're very much looking at a 5 seed potentially. Whereas now, I think if we probably got to win 2 in the Big 12 tournament to get a 3 seed, do you think?
I don't know. I don't really know what these guys are looking at, to be honest. Like, we dropped to a 5 on CBS.
Who was that clown? Who did that?
CBS.
Who's the CBS guy?
It's not Jerry Palm anymore, which was a shock to me. I think they just have a team that does it.
Well, the team needs to go to jail. In what world are we a 5 seed?
I've been talking to this with, like, Cole and I were on the golf course Sunday talking about it. What's the situation with Purdue? What are these people seeing? They lose every game. Every game.
They are the worst basketball team.
This might be a hate episode toward the Purdue basketball program, because every time we tweet out, or anyone tweets out, that Allen Fieldhouse is the best environment in college basketball, the tweets are flooded with people saying, "You've never been to Mackey Arena. You've never seen college basketball unless you're at Mackey Arena. The best. That is the best." They've lost 5 home games this year.
5 home games.
They lost by 40 points at home to Iowa State.
I just saw that stat. They lost 5 home games.
Yes.
And I agree. The atmosphere does look cool, but it doesn't impact the game. Like, it really doesn't seem to help them win. But yeah,
I'm sorry, you can't be a 2 or a 3 seed if you lose 5 games at home. And I'm sure their resume has some pretty good wins, but like, I don't know, man. That feels like that should hurt them a little bit.
I know. And like they're pretty firmly locked in as a 3 seed from what I see, aren't they?
Yeah. Well, I saw Sullivan already had them as like 12th overall, so they're right on that 3-4 fringe. But it feels like they haven't dropped in a month, and they keep losing.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I just feel like a lot can happen. Like everyone's going to play each other, and who knows how much they take into account in terms of conference tournaments. Feels like that varies every year, whether they choose to care or not. Yeah. But surely the earlier round games, I get when it gets down to Saturday and Sunday, you don't have a chance to redo the whole bracket or whatever. But sorry, that's your job. You should be doing that first of all.
It's quite literally all you're doing.
Yeah, and I don't know how much
so
take into account.
So I guess
maybe we can pass them. We can pass if Gonzaga loses tonight. I don't think it's likely.
What I was trying to figure out. Like, what do we need to happen for us to not have to beat Houston to get a 3 seed? I just feel like we're gonna have to, but.
Yeah, but I think our resume is sneaky better than people like to admit.
It is. Like I saw someone comparing our resume with Iowa State, and like we don't have that much worse of a resume than Iowa State.
No.
And I feel like they're like pretty firmly a 2 or a 3.
We still lead the league
3 at the worst.
Like quad 1A wins or whatever that is.
Yep, us and Duke. And trust me, Duke fans are still in my mentions, reminding me that they are indeed not playing an easy schedule, and the ACC is definitely good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Real great. Real great group of guys.
Yeah. So as I was saying, like my whole thing is going into this week, my vibes are like pretty good. I feel like things going our way with Tech losing twice and getting this 3 seed. I mean, TCU's been a wagon the last few weeks, so they may be a tough Thursday night opponent, but you just having to beat Iowa State and Arizona just to make it to the title game was the most daunting thing of all time. And so to now get this route, it just feels so good. Houston's obviously terrifying, but I feel like they're a very beatable Houston team right now.
Sorry to interrupt. Have you seen your texts?
Oh, boy. I don't know. Oh, wow. Breaking news.
We should have them on for a review real quick.
How do we do that? B-Turn is drinking AB's #1 Big 12 tournament beverage.
That looks unbelievable. Oh, my God. The fresh orange on. Is that a Blue Moon or a creamsicle, man?
I don't know. You think we can get him live?
Send him a link.
I don't know how to do. Let's see. This is going to be such bad podcasting, but how do we do this?
They're used to it at this point from us.
I bet B-Turn doesn't have. I bet he doesn't have Gmail on his phone.
Just text it to him.
How do I text it to him?
No. Here's what I can do. I'll pull up the link on my email and I'll just send him that through the text.
Oh yes. Good thinking. So we're gonna try to get B-Turn on to live review the. What was this drink called?
The citronaut drink.
The creamsicle. Wow. Can't believe he did it. I feel like he was hating on you for having that #1.
It was, man. And it was upsetting and frustrating, but I'm proud of him for joining the boat.
Yeah. So we'll see if he comes through and hops on. Maybe he chugged the thing already. Who knows? But we just sent him the link, so he might come on to give a live review of the creamsicle drink. Whose was that? Was that Central Florida's drink?
Yeah.
Yeah.
UCAF. Yeah. National champs 2018? 17? 18.
No clue. That's how you know it's not real.
I think it was 18. LSU beat him, and then LSU won the title the next year. But
yeah. So, okay. If I had to tell you right now to predict KU's week this week, like, what are you feeling?
I think they smoked TCU. My gut tells me they lose at Houston or against Houston. No, I say at Houston. But I'd certainly rather play them than Arizona, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's going to be competitive but close. I'd love to see them make the tournament or make the title game. I just don't know that I'm ready to pick it.
Yeah. I don't know. I agree. I think we're for sure going to get set up for KU Houston Friday night. And
what if we got KU BYU though? That would be juicy.
That would be awesome. Wait, yeah, because they would have to beat.
Who do they play tomorrow? Who's the 7? UCF.
UCF, yeah, which I think UCF's like reeling right now. I feel like they cannot win.
Yeah, they are. Hey, Gonzaga down 5 early. BYU plays West Virginia. Sure.
Okay. Well, yeah. I don't know. Oh man, don't even get me started with it. Thinking of AJ and DP on Friday night. That would be incredible. Not to mention we destroy them because they would be so gassed. But no, I think we're going to play Houston, and I think it's just going to be one of those games that comes down to like the final few possessions. And it is very scary because unfortunately, I just think that Houston has become the old Bill Self teams that just seem to always find a way to win those close games late. But I don't know. They've been sketchy. I mean, they had the battle to beat Oklahoma State on Saturday.
Yeah.
Like it took a huge run down the stretch. So
I almost wonder if it's a good time to buy low on them though.
I agree. But we can talk about the outlook for the whole tournament here in a second because I think I have some takes. But yeah, I don't know. I guess I said that I think we could lose to Houston in final possessions, but I've definitely talked myself into us making the title game and playing Arizona. Or like, do you think Iowa State beats Arizona on? They got to play 2 in a row before that. That's so tough.
Yeah, against well, never mind, not real teams. Who do they play tomorrow? Or Tech plays tomorrow? No, Iowa State plays tomorrow.
Yeah.
Arizona State? Yeah, they play Arizona State again, so that should be a breeze. Although, halftime on Saturday, I was starting to wonder if we were going to get KU Iowa State in the 3-6 when Arizona State was up by 6 or whatever at half.
Oh, yeah.
I started doing that old bracket projection thing, and that was scary.
Then that's part of why I just got over that Arizona State game pretty quickly is the Big 12's been absolute chaos for the last 3 weeks. Teams are losing at home, teams are losing to teams they have no business losing to. So it's just a tough conference. But man, yeah, I'm excited for this week. I think it's going to be, I tweeted this, but Friday night in the Big 12. Oh yes. Oh my God, he's here.
Yeah.
Oh boy, it's so loud.
Tell me everything. Tell me everything.
Bro, this is phenomenal.
Really?
Easily a 8.1.
Okay.
8.1. Describe the flavor.
What?
Describe the flavor.
Well, it's just vanilla ice cream with orange Fanta.
Okay.
Delicious.
I'm on the pod right now, but what was I saying?
The drink. Look in your hand. Look in your right hand.
God, one of the food items I just walked by was $23.
Well,
every single team selected item is minimum 19 besides the best thing they have, $14.
Best value, best flavor.
So, can you hear us at all?
What?
No.
Can you hear us at all?
Yeah.
Okay. You had the KU mac and cheese, right? And now you're having the creamsicle. Are you full? Is this way too much food? How are you feeling tummy-wise?
No, I'm feeling great. I had mac and cheese right at tip on the BYU game. And then I just got this pre-tip of Colorado, Oklahoma State. Mac and cheese, pretty solid. I'd probably say 6.8.
This makes me feel
very
great,
hungry,
man.
So I ate it quickly, but it wasn't enough food.
Okay. Well, are you getting any more dishes before you hang it up for the night?
I was going to say, maybe you guys could pick what I get. Because I ate now a little dessert feel like I'm going to be maybe hungry by at least the end of the Oklahoma State-Colorado game. The problem is I don't know how badly I want to stay for this game.
Yeah, it
should be a
sounds
good
awful.
game. 1 point spread, I think, but what guys do I want to watch in this game?
You're asking
Richard
I have
Roby?
no clue. Yeah. Roberson.
Yeah. Alec Burks.
Yeah. John Lucas the third.
The Graham twins.
Yeah. I don't know. AB, do you have a food item you want him to get before the end of the night?
Yeah, you got to get the Iowa State walking taco.
My buddy just got that.
How was it?
He just started eating it. Should I go get a live review?
Yeah.
I'm at a concession right now with, they have the Power Cat steak tacos, $18, Matador Melt 21, Majerus Special 19er. They have pictures of them.
Ooh, flick the camera.
How do I do that?
I don't know. They changed FaceTime, or I guess this is not FaceTime, so never mind. Oh boy.
Can you imagine the people that listen to this audio tomorrow?
Oh, Matador, baby.
Yeah, sure would.
There's old Majeri.
Oh, the pastrami. That was pretty good.
Wow.
The steak tacos look solid.
Well,
Not as solid as K-State's defense.
Hey,
what
AJ's
was the final score?
Did you guys see, someone said BYU, Big 12 team record in points. Big 12
Oh my God.
Record.
I didn't even see they scored 105. That's nuts.
Marcus Johnson hit 3 threes in the last 2 minutes.
Oh.
Is that our boy?
Love it. Love that guy.
All
right.
I was being a degenerate live betting totals, and I had 194.5. It was at 193. 20 seconds left. Marcus Johnson pulls up from 30 feet. Drano.
Buttermilk.
That's why we love him. That's why we love him. What a stud. All right, well.
Does that get him in a KU uni next year?
Dude, I'd pay anything. Blank check. Okay, it's really loud, so we're going to let you go. But if you get your hands on some tacos, you can come back in.
If you guys think of a food I should try, text me.
All right.
Go Hawks.
Sounds good. Yep. Rock chalk. Whew. Okay. Wow. The audio people tomorrow are going to be in hell.
Yeah,
when,
they'll just
they
fine.
listen to that. But yeah,
to hear that. Hey, I haven't seen our guy John Effen here that was giving me all sorts of shit for the amount of hype I gave this orange creamsicle drink, and apparently it's awesome. So
he probably quit listening. He was devastated at your power rankings.
Yeah. Well, what can you do?
Yeah. I will admit the creamsicle did look pretty good. I mean, it's just weird. It's a weird thing to get at a basketball game, I think, but you know, it did more for me than I thought it would. So that's a good
helps
pick.
that it's
better
80 degrees outside today in Kansas City.
Yes. God, I'm so mad. I'm not going to be there tomorrow. It's going to be just an all-time day. Assuming
tomorrow?
weather is weather supposed to be good? Oh, not tomorrow. Thursday is going to be an all-time day. It's just the amount of ball to be watched, beautiful weather.
I don't know. I just pulled up my weather app, and apparently it's going to snow here overnight, which is great. It was 85 degrees yesterday.
I forget you live in Nebraska.
Yeah, sure do. Thursday's 59 and really, really windy. But Friday, 57. Friday's your best bet, I think.
I thought Thursday would be better than that, but
weather-wise or game-wise?
Well, wait, what are you saying? What did you say Thursday's weather was?
Like 57 and super windy, but I was just thinking in terms of the slates that I would want to go to.
Oh, yeah. I guess you just get more games Thursday, though. It's just like all day, whereas Friday, you just come down for the night. But Friday is probably my most realistic shot of going, but we'll see. I haven't quite figured out logistics. Okay, where was I going to go? I had a new topic I wanted to throw your way, but I'm struggling to think about it. Do you have
getting Doug Sherman's fired? Was it Fran not calling the championship game? Was it Bill commenting on his future?
Yes, it was Bill and his future. So do you buy it? Do you feel good about his answer?
I guess. I mean, I feel like every time he's answered it, he's left a little, if I'm feeling well. So he could always just drop that, he's not, or the doctors don't think he is feeling well enough. But I trust that he wants to. I trust that he would rather be doing this than not doing anything at all. You brought up that point the other night, and it was like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. These guys are going their whole adult life, and then all of a sudden they got to stop. And but it's tough. What do you think? Because I think we're on opposite sides of this. I almost think you think he's going to go on one more run before he calls it, and he's going to be stubborn about that. But I almost wonder, does it get to a point if it's another first weekend exit like this year and next year? Is it like, air is not for me, the game's changed? Like, that's kind of more the side I'm in. But I also think if he does go on a run, he's probably going to go out on top in some sort of way, I guess.
I mean, that's how I felt about the whole thing. It's like, do I think he could retire at the end of this year? Yes, and obviously his health's going to have a huge impact on it. But do I think he wants to retire at the end of this year? No. And I think that, but I do think if we were to like make a Final Four run in some awesome fashion, like I think he would probably be able to look in the mirror and be like, all right, I'm not the healthiest, it's probably the safer move for me to retire now. And we just went out on top with the Final Four. Like, this is as good of a time as it is. Now, to your point, if he loses in the first weekend, I think he's too stubborn to, like, he's just said that too many times where he's like, he does not want to leave this place not at its top tier. And I don't know. Like, now, if we lose in the first weekend this year, then lose again next year, then it's like, I think he would have the awareness to do it. But I also think I think if you lose this year, you could kind of have the excuse of, well, Darren Peterson's saga just completely derailed this season. I don't necessarily think that's fair excuse when you look at just what our offense has been. But yeah, I think this is a very important Big 12 tournament, or NCAA tournament for him, just from like a silencing haters that say he can't win in this new era. But I think he wants to coach a few more years. I do think eventually the health thing is just going to like probably officially shut it down. But my take on, like, there's a lot of people that think like, oh, he has to shut it down because of his health. But like, if it was that serious,
he wouldn't be coaching right now.
I think it would have been shut down by now. Like, if it was truly like a life or death decision, I don't think he'd be coaching. And like, I don't know. I think now that they know what's going on, like they know it took a while, but like they know he has a heart problem. So it's something he can be very much monitoring compared to, I don't know, like we'll see. Could be very wrong, but I definitely think he's back this next year, unless I will call my shot that if we make the Final Four, I think he'll hang it up. Maybe even, I don't know, maybe an Elite Eight would be enough for him. Maybe just that second weekend buzz, because boy, does a second weekend hit way more than that first weekend. So
it'd be very poetic for the KU and Bill self-haters for him to go out on an Elite Eight loss.
Oh, God. He hadn't lost in the Elite Eight in a long time. Going on 9 years.
It was the Oregon game.
Yep.
Hey, not to derail anything, because I do want to get back into this. Are you aware of what Bam Adebayo is doing right now?
I saw he had 43 at the half.
9 minutes to go. 67 points, 7 rebounds.
How? What are they doing?
7 threes. He's 24 or 29 from the free throw line.
Who's he playing against?
Washington. Washington. Now he's at 70. Heavens.
What in the world? I didn't even know he shot threes. I don't watch near enough NBA.
There's still like 7 minutes left. Let's get him to 82. Break Gobe.
That's insane.
That would be a wild person to be second all time in single points in a game.
And there's how many minutes 70? Left?
Like 6 or 7.
Wow.
And at this point, you got to let him ride it out. Like, see what he can do. They're up.
How
20.
much are they winning by?
20. But like, you're not just going to pull them if it's like historic.
Yeah, that's hilarious. That's like
8
the most
minutes
random.
To go, 129 to 108.
Is Embiid the last guy to get 70?
When did he do it?
I feel like he got it a few years ago.
I know. Didn't Luka do it last year?
Maybe
like at Atlanta, I want to say.
Yeah, probably. It's probably happens more than I even realize now.
Yeah, NBA is just so tough. Personally.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess I still don't fully know your vibes on this team. I think you're, and I don't know if you know your vibes on this team.
We'll find out more.
So there's weekend.
But it's all about the draw. Like we could look awesome this weekend, and I could be fired up about how they look, and they get placed as a 3 seed with our 2 seed being, I don't know, who would scare me as a 2 seed. Certainly not UConn.
No,
but maybe it's like a 6 seed that's awesome and like coming, or like you tweeted out earlier, A&M gets an 11, they win their first round game. We get KU A&M in the second round, and it's like, well, shit.
Well, that's why I was like, dude, Buckyball was unbelievable. That was a nightmare.
Is he coaching there? Is that real?
Yes. He was at Samford.
Well, I know he was at Samford, but I didn't know he was. You know me, dude. I'm washed.
Oh, I gotta read. I'm not gonna read the tweet, but AB with an all-time tweet or text yesterday in our group chat when I sent in the group, Jaden Bradley won Big 12 Player of the Year. What is going on? And AB responded with, "Gonna be completely honest, I don't even know who that is." And that is how much of a non-ball knower AB has been this year. Now, it's not like Jaden Bradley is like a household, but he's been around a while. I feel like a long time.
I mean, but what do you do? But I've kind of always been that way with other teams' players, unless they're like maybe he is a star. He won Conference Player of the Year, but like I didn't know the 3rd and 4th guys on the Marcus Smart teams or the go down the list of teams we've played. Like I wasn't locked in on their whole roster. But yeah, that was, and it was embarrassing when I Googled his name and saw Arizona. And
so you saw him and you were like, oh, okay, now I know who that is.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah. I mean, I recognize face, but even I do such a good job of almost tuning Fran out during big games. And here, in more defense of me, I've been open saying I'm mostly just a KU fan, and rarely am I watching other random basketball games.
Yeah.
At this point. So it's like, and then you start, calculating, okay, well, the second Arizona game was the day of the baby shower we had here. So I had family and some friends up, and we're all watching. We had it on, but no audio or anything. So not really closely watching that, especially when it got ugly. Then the game in Lawrence, I was just super pissed off because of the whole flu situation and Fran being an idiot. So it's like I was way more in my head than I was, consuming everything about that game. So I guess that's my defense as to why I didn't know who he was at first. But not a great look regardless.
But I also think it sums up like just how absurd of a choice that was. Like I like Jaden Bradley. I think he's awesome. I would love him as a Kansas Jayhawk. Like he seems like a guy that would have been a great point guard under Bill Self. But at what point do we just name this award? Whoever's on the winning team in the conference, whoever the coaches like the most on that team is the Big 12 Player of the Year. Because, I mean, AJ DeBon, I know he's like DP's rival, but like how is the Player of the Year not AJ? And it's not like his team struggled to win because of him. they struggled because one of their best players got hurt, and he still just continues to put up numbers. So I just think
at least rename it the MVP or something, because it's just player of the year tells me it's the best player, not the obviously most valuable. And yeah, I would say AJ deserves that.
It's just weird, and like I can't stand that there's like how many guys on the first team now. I'm sure you don't pay any attention, but like
I actually listened. Bill was talking about it in his presser today. I want to say it was 10 on the first team, 5 on the second, 5 on the third, but there was a tie on one of them, so 21 players were voted all Big 12.
Yeah.
And he also said, this may answer our question about why Trey White wasn't even honorable mention. Honorable mention is just if you got one vote for any of the teams, you're an honorable. It's not like the coaches fill out a ballot of who just missed the cut for them, I guess.
Oh, but I still think his point probably, or like, I'm sure he thinks he should have been a third team, got some third team votes, right?
Yep. He said it was unfortunate and he feels like he should have been honored, but at the same time, there's 80 starters in the league. Like, a quarter of them make it, which is a pretty big number. I mean, I think he's a top 75% player in the league, but also he, we had some comments about his play for a good month stretch, and that's 40% of conference play. So
that's true. His highlights were not always in conference play, but boy, did he look good.
He's looked great the last couple games, and it's certainly good to see. Very welcome news.
I don't think PJ Haggerty made any of the first 3 teams, which is, I mean, did you know he has another year?
How?
I think he has another year. Maybe I'm wrong. Am I wrong on that, chat? Does PJ Haggerty have another year? Let's see. I swear I saw a tweet of people being like, yeah, he's a junior. He's going to be back next year. He's going to find another team. I saw our boy Scott Wildcat call him PJ Baggerty, and he's going to go get another bag from somewhere else. This guy's going to make so much money playing college basketball, just losing tons of games. And you know who he kind of is? He's kind of Hunter Dickinson, a little bit, except for Hunter Dickinson at least stayed at Kansas, but he just
Trey White.
Well, but I think Trey White's been on good competitive teams the last 2 years, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. Haggerty's weird. I remember I wanted him, but like, God, I don't think you can win with him.
Got a question.
Mm-hmm.
How do we look at this team compared to the last 2 years if the result is the same and we lose first weekend? Because I think our attitude towards this team is significantly better. We have way more fun watching this team. We like these guys way more. But there's a real chance it ends up being 4 or 5 seed losing the second round, which is essentially exactly what the last 2 years were. I know last year was a 7, but
yeah,
you get my point, I think.
I mean, the meltdown in the moment will be as big of a meltdown, like the meltdown you expect. Like, there's not going to be any like, oh, these guys were fun. Like, glad we got the chance to watch this team. Like, nobody's going to spin it positive at all. But over time, I think we will continue to look back on last year's team certainly as like the worst team to ever do it under Bill Self. Mm-hmm. I think this year's team, we'll still be the Ain't No Seats Twitter will be sharing clips of this team in 10 years and like talking about the fun moments, because they've had a ton of awesome moments, like beating Arizona at home without DP, just having DP as it is. Like, I think this team will age well because of the fact he's going to be a star in the NBA. And so we'll just kind of like always look back positively on them, kind of like we do. It's weird, but I think people look back on the Wiggins team pretty positively, even though they lost in the first weekend. And there's just like, I think the things will be, oh, what if DP was healthy, man? Like, that'll be an excuse, even if I think he is healthy. I don't think they're going to completely be remembered as like a horrible team like the last 2 teams were, but it will not be good in the moment. I think it will be very bad in the moment. I think people will be very pissed off at Bill Self, and I think people will be very mad at Darren Peterson. Well, I guess I'll ask you this. Like, if Darren Peterson plays in the second round game and we lose, but he plays 32 minutes and scores 25 points, like, are you still mad at him? Because it's like, do you feel like he put this team so behind? Or is it just like, yeah, this team just doesn't have it?
It's a good question. I don't know. I'm still working through my emotions towards that guy. But I think, if and we've been saying it all year, like, play great.
We got to come back to this one because I'm not sure I agree, but go ahead.
It's a good off-season pod.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm locked into the Miami Heat and Washington Wizards.
What does he have?
He's at 74 with 3:45 to go.
Oh my God.
And they're feeding him. He keeps getting fouled and going to the free throw
line. Okay. I don't know if I agree with this. Did the Wiggins and Embiid team have more memorable moments than this team?
He brought
they definitely had the Duke game. Obviously a great moment, but
76.
Wow. Okay. They had that's crazy that
and one it's about to be 77. He's going to break Kobe's 81.
Yeah. V-Turn knows. He texted us. He also texted, my stomach hurts, man. But yeah, okay. And Philip, you're saying them all. He game against Duke, going for 41, I guess, but they lost that game. Embiid blocking everything, and against Iowa State, absolutely a great moment.
Wiggins buzzer beater against Texas Tech. Oklahoma State was a great game. Okay. Look, dude, so I think we won a road game on a buzzer beater with our star player.
A terrible Texas Tech team.
But if we beat Arizona State on Tuesday via Darren Peterson buzzer beater, we'd call it a moment, would we not?
Yeah.
Bob Davis on the call.
I would argue we had a better Texas Tech moment with this team.
If you're just looking at Texas Tech, yeah.
No, but I would say like the thrill of Darren Peterson, a guy that we had not seen play through a whole game yet, coming in and hitting back-to-back threes to win that game, like that was as excited as I've been after a KU basketball game in a really long time. Now, the Texas Tech buzzer beater was awesome, but like I don't even rank it in the top 40 of moments as a KU fan.
Sure.
Maybe not top 50. Probably not top 100.
What about the Wiggins dunk against K-State? That's still shown on the videos.
Yeah.
Okay. We've got Tark Black big time dunk against Texas at home, I believe.
Yeah.
I don't know if these are moments though.
So yeah, I don't know if because then it's like Flory's had a lot of awesome dunks.
Yeah.
But I guess it's close. Like I would say you have the winning 3 straight without DP in Vegas was pretty awesome for this team. That was a great moment. Also, just being that we hadn't seen a competitive Kansas basketball team in 2 years, so that just felt even more special. Mm-hmm. The Melvin Counter performance at NC State is like an all-time road performance. Darren Peterson at Texas Tech. Darren Peterson first half versus BYU, I would rank up there as one of the most memorable halves of Kansas basketball regular season in a long time. Yeah. Winning at home against Arizona without Darren Peterson. I guess it's close. They both had great seasons, but I think, is it fair to say my original point, which is just like, I think this team will be viewed a little more favorable than other teams, mainly because of the fact they had the names like Melvin Council and Darren Peterson, who will be loved for different reasons. Darren Peterson will be loved because he's a star in the NBA, just like Wiggins and Embiid are. But Melvin Council is also like the most likable guy KU's ever had. So I don't know. I don't think we'll look back and like make fun of this team in the future. Mm-hmm. Even if they lose to 5 seed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just hope it's not one of those like what if kind of things. I think we're kind of past that unless someone misses a game in the tournament. But like, I don't know. The whole 2014 team really bothers me. It's like, well, what if we would have beat Stanford and Embiid comes back for the Sweet 16? Not sure that he does. And even if he does, do we just expect him to come in for the first time in a month and be himself?
Yeah,
like,
no. And I think,
but like we can spin our way into any sort of, anything that benefits us or makes us sound better than the reality.
And it just makes you feel better about not doing more with that team when you can be like, oh, well, Embiid was hurt, and if he wasn't hurt, we would have won the national title. Like, that team was never winning a national title, I don't think. Could they have maybe like made a Final Four? I don't even remember their path. I think they were going to have to play number one. Who was their one seed? Was that Florida? I think Florida with like, oh God, who was that little point guard? So now that I talk about that Florida team, yeah, maybe we do win that year because I don't remember anybody from that number one overall Florida team.
Jeez, dude, even watch college basketball.
Who is that? Was that Billy Donovan's last team? Florida 2014 basketball. I could be wrong on where we were in the bracket. So, Casey Hill, Patrick Young, Dorian Finney-Smith.
Didn't we play them that year at Florida?
Oh, wait, maybe I'm thinking of the wrong team.
No, Florida made the Final Four that year. They were our one. The bad part is that in the Sweet 16 we would have played 11 seed Dayton.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes. The bracket opened for us. That was what was so annoying about that season is not only did we have Embiid, we thought Embiid was coming back. The freaking bracket opened up. We were going to get 11 seed Dayton too. We were going to have to go through 10 seed Stanford and 11 seed Dayton to get to the Elite Eight. And that was where it was just like, we're definitely going to have Embiid back. So, God, whatever.
But again, like, who knows how he would have been.
But I think, and yes, somebody else brought this up, like Council wabashing on K-State's court was a great moment. This team also beat Missouri, which was awesome. So, I don't know. Both teams had their moments. I just think I kind of will remember this team more fondly than I did that team. That team was just always so frustrating to me. Like, just so much to be desired. Like,
yeah. Who was the Wayne?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think who else started. And it was Tharp and Perry and Joel or Tarek, whoever was healthy. Wiggs.
I remember like my first time ever being aware of you on Twitter was, I think it was you being super just pissed off at Wayne Selden's performance in the NCAA tournament against Stanford. And then he like tweeted something like never again. And he turned around the next year against Wichita State and did the same thing. Is that right?
Sounds vaguely familiar. Yeah.
And I think you like screenshotted his post about how he would never do it again. And like, we're like, oh,
that makes me want to go look it up.
I was like, dude, this AV guy's a killer.
That probably feels like something I tweeted, like #never again or something.
Yes. Yeah, because I don't know what I don't want to drag Wayne Selden. I feel bad.
Well, no, I should compliment Wayne Selden. I don't know if it's a compliment, but going into that 2014 season, I thought he was going to be the leading scorer on the team, and I was dead serious with Wiggins and Embiid. And
you want to talk about one of the greatest high school mixtapes ever? I remember sitting in class at KU when he committed, just so fired up because I thought he was going to be the greatest player we've ever had.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. What did Wayne Selden score in that Stanford game? Oh boy, I'm just terrible podcasting. Never have anything ready. Okay. He had what?
Oh, found the tweet. Found the tweet.
You did? Yeah,
found the tweet.
Okay, fire it up.
Such a dick. I screenshotted his Instagram post that said, "Never forget that feeling, but I'm off the social media scene for a while. I'll leave you all with this. Won't happen twice." And I zoomed in on the "won't happen twice" part and said, 0 points for Mr. Selden today. Thanks for showing up, man. #won't happen twice.
Oh my God. So he scored 2 against Stanford and 0 against Wichita State?
And one of the 4 retweets I got is from @RReinhardt2012.
Oh, yeah. So I was definitely fuming the same.
Yeah.
I was feeling it. And that's
What do you do?
That is a tough scene. That's a tough scene.
It is. It really is.
You can't. Not only did it happen again, it was worse than it happened the first time.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, he made up for it. Great junior year. Shout out Wayne Selden. We need to get him on here. Maybe we let this age a little bit before we bring him back on.
Hey, I don't know, dude. It seems to work out for us when I trash someone or something, and then they reach out to us, and next thing you know, we're working with them.
I don't remember what that was.
Calci.
Oh. So, okay. One thing I wanted to say though is, and this is kind of on the topic of Duke having the injury today with Foster, but to me, getting a 3 seed, and obviously getting a 3 seed instead of a 4 seed is a big deal. But to me, in this tournament, I think it is I'm talking NCAA tournament, not Big 12 tournament. The 3 seed is so important because you mentioned it earlier. I don't know if there's anyone on a 2 line that terrifies me in a Sweet 16 game. But I think Duke now maybe an asterisk with Duke with Foster, but I think the other boozer's going to be fine. Michigan, obviously, I would not be able to talk myself into us beating them in a Sweet 16 game. Arizona, wagon, obviously tough to beat them twice in a year. And then the fourth one's going to be Florida, who, God, Todd Golden's so good. So, a 4 seed's going to be really daunting. But a 3 seed, you got UConn, you got
Houston, Michigan State, and Illinois, according to Lenari.
And we probably won't get Houston. So you're looking at UConn, Michigan State, or Illinois.
Yeah.
Give me that. I would love if our Sweet 16 game was freaking Michigan State or Illinois. I'm so happy.
One thing on Duke that might hurt us is with them playing with half a roster for the ACC tournament. Virginia is the 14th overall seed right now. We're at 15. I think Virginia is the second. 81.
Oh my God. Why? How? Who is guarding this man? Who is the worst defender of all time?
They got to get him one more. They have to. There's 90 seconds left. Do you guys want me to give you full ESPN Gamecast play-by-play?
I'm going to try and pull it up on my Hulu Live on my computer.
Surely someone's streaming it.
How much time is left?
Minute 25.
Are you live? How much time is left?
A minute 25. Can you not hear me?
Oh, God, I can't hear you. Can people hear AB?
It says
I can't hear you. Oh, no. Unless it's me. I don't think it's me. Oh, wait. I don't know.
What about now?
Chat, can you hear AB?
Yeah, they still got me. Why is someone named Kashid Johnson shooting free throws? This is bananas. Check your I feel like I can't even talk to you.
I don't know what's going on. This is terrible.
See, we both
They
sound
can hear
fine.
you. They can hear you.
But you can't. So that takes away our ability to have a conversation.
Hold on. This is so bad. I can't hear you.
I'm gonna try and message you.
Talk now.
How about it?
Okay, I can hear you. I don't know.
Your headphones die?
I have no clue what just happened.
Well, I was gonna try and send it in the private chat and just see if because when I got on, it wasn't letting it wasn't connecting my headset or my mic, so you could hear me because it was just the computer mic, but my speakers on the computer were all the way down.
Yeah.
So
what is how much time is left?
Minute 19, minute 16. He's at 81. That's crazy, man. There's a foul. God, ESPN's Gamecast is kind of shit.
Oh, you're not even watching it? You're just on Gamecast?
Yeah, just on Gamecast. But 81, dude.
Bam.
Shooting foul. If they're shooting 3 seconds into the shot clock, I hope to God it's Bam. If anyone else on that lineup right now is taking shots, they need to be removed from the league.
Yeah. Elmarco Jackson just launching
Oh,
shots.
we should talk about him. And not even just him, but like the rotation going forward. They've got a point, waiting for its update. Who is it? Come on, dude. There it is, 82.
Oh my God.
83. They should let the Wizards come back so it goes to overtime.
I don't understand.
It almost makes me sad because the Kobe one was like, to me, that was the record because I saw it. And it's just such a legendary player and name and like uniform. And now it's Bam Adebayo and Miami in a game that doesn't matter for the opponent at all. Because like the Raptors are wearing those sick jerseys. It's back when they were the purple and black with some red mixed in. Like,
and you had Stuart Scott with the legendary Sports Center call. Like, I guess SVP will do this one.
Yeah, I would think.
But yeah, God, that is weird. I mean,
okay, I do want to say this. There's been a lot of comments like, it's the NBA, it's the NBA. I get it. I'm not an NBA guy either, but like at some point you got to respect like a historical game. And if it was just the NBA and anyone could do it, someone would have scored 80 by now, other than Kobe and Wilt. So like we can at least respect the fact this is an all-time game.
My favorite part about this is that now we can look back on 2017 Kentucky and remind Kentucky fans that they had De'Aaron Fox, Malik Monk, and Bam Adebayo. My God, I can't say that name. And did not make a Final Four. Nor did they make a Final Four with Devin Booker and Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they did.
Or they didn't. Well, I mean, that team losing it all was basically losing in like a second round.
I can't believe Duke got that one, man.
It's disgusting.
Like honestly, we should still talk about that Kentucky-Wisconsin game daily, but the fact that Duke just won that year just kind of ruins it. It's like when the Chiefs 13 seconds thing. It's a cool memory, but it just means on a national level, people remember what you mean, or they know what you mean when you say 13 seconds. But like, it would have been a lot cooler if that was one of our Super Bowl runs and not a choke in the next week in the second half. Like,
it was just the most disgusting snaking of a title you'll ever see of Coach K. Just the worst thing that ever happened. But man, Wisconsin, you guys cannot lose that game.
I know. But the refs got in the way, as we know.
Yeah.
Hey,
Coach K called in the hit.
Now that we're focused again, Bam did get pulled out of the game. 83 points final. Rotation-wise, Cole and I were talking. He's got some takes, and I kind of think I agree. First guard off the bench, as of now, who do you go with?
I mean, well, who do I go with, or who do I think Bill Self will go with?
Those two, and who do you think Cole said?
Well, I think Bill Self's going to say Jamari. I think I'm going to say I've been a guy that's been very annoyed Jaden Dawson is not getting more minutes. I feel like he fills a huge need. But I could see Cole saying Cole.
Did you say that because he said it in the comments just now?
Oh, I didn't even see that was I didn't see that was him. I just saw Cole. Cole with a K.
Yeah.
So that's who you want to be the first guard off the bench?
Yeah, I don't want to speak for him, but yeah, that's kind of what he's getting at. And I don't think I disagree, and I know it's just one shot that he hit, but we've been saying all year he just needs to see one. But he's clearly the most athletic option. He's going to add something on multiple areas. Rebounds, he's going to have some energy on defense, offensive rebound, putback threat. And I think his downfall being shooting scares me way less than Elmarco's downfall of handing the other team the ball 35 feet from the rim.
You don't got to consistently. Me. I am
but I do have a soft spot for Jamari. And here's another thing. Jaden Dawson, question mark.
I've been a Jaden Dawson guy, and I've been very annoyed that he has not played more minutes.
Well, Bill said he's going to win us a game at some point this year.
That's what he said. Not only did he say this guy's going to win us a game, he said, I guarantee it.
Bill, but I wonder what he means by 4 or 5 games left.
We've got 4 or 5 games left. 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 4 or 5
Like, does he mean that as in he comes in with 12 minutes left and makes a couple shots and that sprung us forward? Like, does he count that as winning us a game?
I think he just.
I
Yeah,
think
I
it's
think
a
he
very
just means
loose definition, but
I think he means like if our offense is stalling and nothing's working, he's going to come in and hit a couple shots that like keep us in a game. Which I agree with the sentiment, but is he going to be in the game? Like, I just don't even know if Bill Self's going to play him. And I would agree with the take on Cole. Like, he definitely is your most upside because even when Elmarco is playing good, it's like, oh, we have another slasher that can get to the bucket. Like, I feel like we have Melvin. We don't need that. We need a shooter. We need a guy that, and Elmarco probably plays better defense than I'm giving him credit for, but to me, like, okay, now you guys have got me thinking about Cole Rosario. Like, Big 12 tournament, there's been some weird things happen. Like, think about Perry Ellis freshman year. Perry Ellis was, like, not that big of a factor with that team. And then the Big 12 tournament was just an absolute stud. So, like, sometimes things happen. Silvio De Sosa, guy, wasn't really playing a ton. Great in the Big 12 tournament, had to step up, play a big role in 2018. So, I don't know. I could see us sitting there Saturday night being like, wow, what a week for Cole Rosario. Like, this gives us something off the bench because, boy, do we not have any bench production right now.
Hey, they scored 50 points off the bench the other day.
Dude, those tweets, like people being like, Darren Peterson off the bench for Kansas. Unreal. Like, just all-time baiting.
One other thing I wouldn't completely hate seeing, and I don't think I mean this for starters, but I'd like to see the original starting lineup rolled out into the rotation a little bit. Tiller's just kind of been pissing me off a little bit lately. I mean, there was a moment, there was about a 90-second stretch on Saturday where he got a rebound and then just threw it away immediately, which led to K-State bucket. And then like 2 possessions later, got a rebound and just kind of like dropped the ball and K-State picked it up. And I don't know if they scored, got fouled, but it's just like, we're at the point in the year where that stuff's just not really acceptable anymore.
Yeah.
And I know the options are a little limited, but I don't hate a 4-guard when Cole Rosario's as athletic as he is and Trey White's still getting you. I mean, shit, he had like 9 rebounds in the first half the other day.
I think I see what you're saying, but I think the odds of us getting Bill to not start Tiller are pretty slim.
Well,
but
I don't even mean starting lineup. I just mean like for like a 6-minute stretch or something in the middle of the second half, or maybe to start the second half, because again, I'm waiting on someone to pull the stats for me and it'll never happen. I need to see Bryson's shot attempts in the first 5 minutes of each half versus the final 15 minutes of each half.
I was talking to a guy at the golf course that said he always bets Bryson Tiller first bucket because of just how much Bryson Tiller is hunting his shot early in the game. I'm like, that's actually brilliant because he really.
And I don't even hate it. I'd rather early than late.
Yeah.
And he clearly is a guy that he has that ability to be a spark. He was it Arizona or was it Houston when he was like kind of the only reason we were staying in that game early?
Arizona.
I think it was Arizona.
Yeah. Him and Jamari were like keeping us in that game.
Shouts.
So,
but again, back to the Elmarco thing. Sorry. If we get pressured, Elmarco's on the court. If there's a team that's playing us full court or 3/4 court or something crazy, he's going to have the second ball handler in there. And it should just be Melvin and Darren, but whatever.
And I just think Bill always resorts back to like comfort. And if things are tight against Houston, it's going to be Elmarco. It's not going to be Rosario. But I don't know. We'll see. I think Bill got ejected from that game Tuesday against Arizona State, went back and watched on TV and watched some of the stuff Elmarco Jackson did in that second half and was like, you know what? I've seen enough. This guy is – and it sucks. I really wanted Elmarco to work out, but like I had hopes of him being like a great 2-guard next year. I think I'm out on it. Like I think I'd rather just go try and get someone in the portal, like a another Melvin type guy that you just love. But I think I've given up hope for Elmarco Jackson. I need better shooting from my guards.
I know, and we need it as a squad. I know Trey's picked it up a little bit, but I mean, we have someone mentioned in the comments earlier. You got to think that DP is going to have a point where like the shots just start dropping.
That's why I'm kind of feeling good. Like that Arizona State game was almost like a good thing, because what are the odds he has 2 games like that in the next 3 weeks?
Yeah. And like they were good shots. So
yeah.
I mean, he forced some of them, but a lot of them are good shots.
Yeah. All right. You want to do predictions for the Big 12 tournament and then hop out of here?
Yeah, give me Iowa State over Houston in the final.
Wow. You think Iowa State wins 4 games?
I kind of do. I think tomorrow's kind of a coast fest. And then Thursday morning will be straight up home game. Like, I don't know how well Arizona fans are going to travel. Tech fans, are they going to travel? So, like, of those 4 teams that are going to be playing Thursday morning, how many of them are going to be non-Iowa State folk? Like, it's probably going to be 75% Cyclones. And so it's a home game against Tech, who's already banged up. I think they win that one pretty comfortably, too.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going into Friday, and it's like, yeah, 3rd game in 3 days against the best team in the country, potentially. But, like, I don't know. I mean, it's who are the neutral team? Who's KU fans going to root for? Who are Houston fans going to root for?
I think Arizona, yes, I think they might be the best team in the country, and I just think they are so hard to play against. Like, they're so physical. They're so hard to score against. Like, I would say it'd be one of the greatest conference tournament runs like ever if Iowa State wins 4 in a row, including Arizona and Houston. Because that's just, I mean, to imagine getting through Arizona and Houston's waiting for you the next night. Your 4th game.
I've officially changed it to Houston over Iowa State, but I still think Iowa State gets there. The stat and you kind of talking through it reminded me. I think teams finished 2-16 in the games following Arizona this year.
Yeah,
their only 2 wins were against Utah and Kansas State, which are the 15 and 16 seed this week.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Arizona's just a different animal.
Just a tough team to bounce back from, especially in not even 24 hours.
Yeah.
Championship games at 5 on Saturday. The first semis at 6. So yeah, that'd be tough.
Do you feel like it's pretty? I mean, obviously you were about to pick, or you have Iowa State beating Arizona, but like, do you think pretty chalky other than that game, or could you see Arizona getting upset Thursday morning, or Houston getting upset because of just not caring?
I kind of think Houston's live. Like I know we laughed about it. I don't think it's that crazy to see KU BYU on Friday night.
So it'd be BYU and UCF will play?
No,
tomorrow?
they play West Va tomorrow.
Oh.
And if they beat West Va, they'll get Houston. Yeah. And again, it'll be their 3rd game in 3 days. And Debansa, is it Debansa or Debansa?
I say Debansa, but I think it's Debansa, so I don't know.
AJ, I think he went pretty all out tonight. I mean, he had 40, 8 and 6 or something ridiculous.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe there's been a lot of talk since the schedule released on how unfortunate it was. We only got 1 game of AJ versus DP. And then it turned into 1/2 of AJ versus DP. And maybe we're just going to see it again. And I don't think it's that crazy because I do think they win tomorrow. And then, so I guess my one upset would be BYU over Houston. But
yeah, but you also picked Houston to win the Big 12.
I know I did. I don't think it's going to happen, but I think if one of the top 3 seeds we're going to lose in a quarter, I think it's Houston. But I guess it could be us too. I mean, TCU, they're on fire,
and
they always seem to give us issues.
Yeah,
truly. I mean, even the year we won it all, we played them twice in like a 4-day span because of COVID cancellations and stuff, and they beat us in Fort Worth and almost beat us at Allen. Am I remembering that right?
I don't think they. In the same, no, we turned around after they beat us in Allen and we beat them in Fort Worth.
In 22?
Well, we lost to them in 22, and then we lost to them at home at Allen Fieldhouse. We lost to them in Fort Worth in 2022. That was the game where people melted down before the national
right,
battle.
But then we played them 3 games later. or 3 days later because they had to reschedule a game. Almost certain.
But we won the game in Allen.
We won at Allen, but we lost them. So, okay, March 1st, 2022, we lost at TCU. March 3rd of 2022, we won at Allen. We played them twice in 3 days, home and home.
Yeah.
So, but even the game at home, we were down late. We only won by 4.
Yeah, and then the next year they won by 22 in Allen.
Yeah, and then this year they should have won by 22 in Allen. And last year, what happened last year?
I don't even know. That team just lost everything. So I'm sure I feel like we maybe won at TCU last year, though.
Hunter Dickinson had 30 and 11 in 2024 against TCU at home. We won by 2.
Wow.
They just kind of have our number weirdly lately.
Yeah. So I don't know. I feel good about us getting past that game. Houston's always, you know me, I'm like weirdly terrified of Houston, but I think I'm going to pick us to the title game. I feel like, as I said earlier, when things break your way, when Texas Tech loses 2 games and you find your way getting that double bye, getting the more favorable path, I think KU's done a fairly decent job of taking advantage of those breaks. I guess VCU would be a very much not, but I don't know. I think you win Thursday night. The crowd's going to be very into it, especially if, like, let's say Darren Peterson is a really good Thursday. The crowd Friday against Houston will be great. That atmosphere will just be awesome, especially if Iowa State's there. And I think we will live off the environment, and I think DP is ready for a big March, and I think we would beat Houston. Now, I struggle to see us beating Arizona if we face them in the title game. To my point earlier, that I think winning 3 games in a row with the third one being Arizona is just so hard.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah.
Before we go, 2 quick notes. Driscoll, is that the K-State coach?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how I feel about this whole situation because it felt like he was being just a petty asshole, challenging a play down by 30 with 90 seconds to go.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, oh, he's just trying to feed into the rivalry. And then the clock runs out there in the handshake line, and he's more or less asking Bill Self if he wants to make love on the court. Like, they were all over each other. Like, the biggest hugs to everyone on the staff. I was like, it just felt weird. I don't know.
I think
why
he's
challenge?
Kind of just like I think he's kind of just like a good guy. Just kind of like he's from isn't he from the Scott Drew coaching tree? Like, and I mean, those guys are cornballs, but like, I think he's just kind of a cheesy, nice guy. And I think he challenged the play because it's his duty as head coach of that ball club to make sure that he gives it his all with these players. I don't know, but it was wild. And I honestly would have respected it if he did do it just to be petty, but I think he just did it because that was the right thing to do.
Okay. Second note, no one has asked, but someone, I'm sure John F. will be watching or listening to this later.
Yeah, all right, Pete John.
Yeah, it might end his streak. I mean, I think his streak was longer than the Allen Fieldhouse winning streak back in the late 2000s. Dinner tonight. Recipe I'd like to share.
Mm-hmm.
You brown some ground beef. You throw some cream of chicken. You throw some heavy whipping cream.
Mm-hmm.
And you throw a package of ranch seasoning into the crock pot. Let that stew for about 4 or 5 hours on low. Boil up some tortellini cheese with this. Put that in the crock pot. You mix it all together. Unbelievable. I was hesitant at first when I heard it was like ranch and pasta and all this. It's great. We made it a couple weeks ago and it was requested again. So
all those ingredients sound delicious to me. So I'm sure, like, yeah, it's a little weird, but
sure,
I guarantee you I'd like it.
Yeah, you could throw in the recipe calls for 1 onion as well, but you know our dilemma. We can't do that.
Yeah,
so.
Always looking for a good crock pot recipe. I never actually do it, but I'm like always on TikTok, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get into crock pot recipes this week.
Yeah,
never follow through, but you know, maybe I will.
Get there. Well, it's just, I mean, there's so many kitchen tools that are great now. I mean, the air fryer changed everything.
It's fantastic. And I see, I'm not going to go on an air fryer rant, but I see people being like, it's just an oven. No, it's not.
It's not.
You don't gotta preheat it. You just get to fire that thing up, and you have crispy chicken 10 minutes later.
That for sure. But also leftovers.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They've changed the game with leftovers in the air fryer. Like because like fries and all that, they were just impossible to reheat. Like, you might as well just leave them at the restaurant, but you throw them in the air fryer. It's great. Cole, it sounds like you should get the orange dreamsicle, according to Braden.
Well, I mean, he asked for a dish. I don't know if that's a dish. He needs a meal.
Try one of the burgers, the Matador Melts or the Majera Special.
Yep. Or, hey, speaking of pizza, leftover pizza in an air fryer is a game changer. But also is it the TCU pizza?
Okie State or TCU? I think it's Okie State and TCU.
Yeah, because it's like orange.
Steak tacos or something.
Yeah.
So TCU's got the loaded tots. That's what they got.
Oh, yeah, pretty good. All right, well, jealous of everyone that'll be at the Big 12 tournament on Thursday. I'm going to try to find a way there Friday, but I just don't know if I'll do it. But this was fun. This is March, baby. I'm excited. I know we don't have like an absolute wagon of a team that we can predict to win a national title, but I just definitely think they can do something. It'll take a lot, but I think they can. So I'm excited.
So how about Sunday, about 6 o'clock? We'll see you here.
Oh, yeah. Live reaction. Chris Reynolds coming on the pod to give us a full bracket breakdown.
Shout out to our Super Celtic
DM. Did you see our DM of someone that just took a picture of Chris Reynolds out in the wild and was like, "Hey, Chris Reynolds is here." Love that.
Hey, stick around after the pod for 1 second.
Okay. Wow, we got more AB breaking news, which we need to start selling premium content for post AB conversations.
Well, this isn't much of anything, just to laugh.
Okay.
Wanted to bring it up. It was mentioned on the pod.
All right, folks. Well, thank you for listening. Subscribe, and we will see you Sunday for a reaction to Selection Sunday and the bracket. So, rock chalk.